See, the beginning of the new year is the time to deal with all the laters you've been waiting on. Hi there, I'm Anne-Katrin, and I'm occasionally awake. I'm here to help you inspire your awakenings, heal yourself, and reawaken your life. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about how to create a New Year reset for your home and mind. And I'm going to give you 8 tips on how to reset for the new year. Tip number 1. Finish up, begin anew. Don't drag major to-dos and projects from the old year weeks into the new year with you. Meaning, don't leave yesterday's leftovers on tomorrow's plate in the illusion that it's going to taste sweeter next time. It won't. You've probably heard the productivity tip, eat the frog. Meaning, do the hardest to do that you feel the most resistance to first thing in the morning. So in case you've been procrastinating a particularly nasty frog lately, do not let it jump weeks into the new year with you, because it's gonna wait for you to come along and take care of it eventually. Don't let that frog dim the light of the new year. Make sure to finish any leftovers from the old year so that you can finally begin to focus on the new to-dos in the new year only. Tip number 2, archive the old and display the new. Once you've finished what needs to be finished, make sure to archive the physical leftovers of the past year. That means store your 2023 planner, change the wall planner, and go through any digital or physical mail that has accumulated in the old year. Maybe you are an avid user of notebooks, but you don't like to take those old notes and thoughts into the new year with you. In that case, use the opportunity to replace those old notebooks with a brand new one to start the new year with a blank slate and page. Tip number 3, change it up to change it up. If you want some major change in the new year, consider changing up your space first. Maybe rearrange some furniture or change the decor. Walk around your space, room by room, and try to see it from a fresh perspective. Maybe it's helpful to imagine how one of your friends or relatives who doesn't live in your space would perceive it. This could potentially bring your focus to a corner of the room that you don't really register anymore for its disarray, for the unfinished projects it contains. It's absolutely natural for human beings to have mental blind spots, and they do extend to the physical surroundings we occupy. Both the end of the old year and the beginning of a new year are great opportunities to look at and become aware of those blind spots. You might wonder, but why is that relevant? We're talking about the areas here that we don't usually register, so why should I care if I don't register it in the first place? Well, here's the thing. We see it all. Our brain is constantly registering the entirety of our surroundings. It then simply filters out what we don't consciously perceive, because our focus is elsewhere. And whatever stressors in the form of unfinished projects or silent to-dos are lurking in your corners, they might be stressing you without you even consciously realizing it. I'm so glad you're here right now. So if you enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe to become occasionally awake with me. Tip number 4, clean it out and let it in. Don't take last year's trash and dust weeks into the new year with you. Literally. Now's the time to dust off those shelves, to do that one pile of delicate fabric laundry that you've been collecting over the past few weeks. Or months. I was trying to be kind here. Now is the time to clean that problem area in your space that you walk by frequently with your usual cleaning routine, because you're waiting for the one day where you're going to have that extra time to do the extra work. We all know that day never comes. See, this is by no means a home management or a cleaning channel, but I'm so passionate about these things because realizing the importance of our space for our mental and emotional and physical well-being was one of my personal awakenings to the conscious self a few years ago. There's the Hermetic Principle, as above, so below, as within, so outside, and the other way around. Loosely translated to our context here, this relates to a dynamic reciprocity of our inner world and outer world. Our mental state and ego story influence the way we set up and maintain our home and space. And likewise, our physical surroundings affect how we think, how we feel, how we act, what goals we focus on, how efficiently we act and move towards those goals. with which quality we create relationships in that space. In short, you don't only create your space creates you. So really, give some attention to cleaning out the old in order to let in the winds of change and transformation you're seeking for the new year. Tip number 5. Tidy from the inside out and relax from the outside in. Declutter to create the space for something new experiences, new people. Give yourself the chance to begin this new year in an organized and peaceful space. For example, your storage room. Tidy that up. Do it for you. See it as a metaphor for any mental burdens and hardships from the last year that you do not necessarily want to bring with you into the new year. I've quoted Diana Vincent's words, "Your eyes will adjust to the level of deficiency present," 100 times in various contexts. In this context of home, it becomes very literal. The longer we live our automated everyday lives in our mess, the less we might see the obvious. The broken lamp we've postponed repairing might slowly disappear from our field of vision. The notorious clutter corner in our space might keep accumulating all the things in our home that don't have a home. And we might keep walking by that corner in order to deal with it later. As I've mentioned, the subconscious does register all the chaos around us. See, the beginning of the new year is the time to deal with all the laters you've been waiting on. So give yourself the chance to start the new year chaos-free. Make the space for peace, joy, and clarity in your home and in your mind. Tip number 6. Energize your space for new energy. Now's the time to create a vision board for the new year. In case you want to skip this because you already have a vision board from last year, please take a moment to reflect on its content and current setup. We are constantly changing in different ways, and our vision board deserves to be updated any time that our needs, our goals, our dreams change. See if there's an image on your old vision board that you can already check off as achieved, or that you might want to replace in order to represent the next level goal of that same project. Also check if there are any images that no longer represent your goals and needs, and that you might want to switch out for a new, more recent goal that is not yet represented on your vision board. Anyway, the beginning of the new year is the perfect time for a vision update. Tip number 7, invite other people's energy into your space. Once you've successfully released the old and invited the new, it's time to extend your focus beyond yourself and to the people you want to share the new year experience with. The turn of the year can sometimes be a time where we are reminded of the connections in our lives that we feel we have somehow neglected. No matter if that's a relative you've been wanting to reach out to for months or a friend that's still waiting for your text message response. Take a moment to reflect on the people whose energy you'd like to have more of this year. If it helps, you could make a list of these people and then schedule when exactly you're going to reach out to them in the first few weeks of the year. After all, this is the perfect time to offer the opportunity for deep talk conversations, even with people you haven't talked to in a while. Ask them about their plans and goals and dreams for the new year. Give yourself the chance to connect in that way. And maybe find some unexpected commonalities or accountability partners along the way. And tip number 8, take it easy, make it fun. Mindset is key. This is not about fixing what's wrong about your home so that the new year is hopefully going to be better than the last one. This is about enhancing the quality of your everyday life. Make this a self-care project rather than a barrier you need to overcome. Allow for the current state of your home and mind to be already good enough. And now you simply have the opportunity to look at and consciously choose the areas where you seek improvement. Start with what comes naturally to you, with the smallest possible step that you can take. Then continue with the aspect or area of your home that's going to give you the greatest effect. Finish with a focus on the new year, your goals, your plans, your vision. And then, with that focus in mind, enjoy the magical feeling of a fresh start. These were my 8 tips on how to create a New Year reset for your home and mind, and I really hope it helps. Got any occasional awakenings? Let me know in the comments below any aha moments you take away from this video and the number 1 tip suggested that's going to give you the greatest result in creating a New Year blank slate. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. This video is related to the awakenings to the conscious and to the ego self. If you want more insights on the 4 types of awakenings and how to experience them in your life occasionally, visit me at occasionallyawake.com to inspire your awakenings. Bye.